Hello YouTube, Instagram, and wherever else this video gets posted. In today's video, we're going to talk about my piece that I call Don't Forget Your Crown. For me, the phrase Don't Forget Your Crown means to not look at the ground and to have control over whatever situation you're in, as in remembering yourself to be royalty and regal and to not take bad stuff from people. Just be you and show everyone what you are made of and that you are a queen in this instance. What I want for people to see when they look at this is to remember that, as I said earlier, they are royalty and regal, and I want for them to gain a sense of power from it, as seeing a black woman in front of them who knows who she is and knows what she wants to be and know what she can do and knows that she can do the impossible. Like, that's what I want for people who look like me to see when they see that piece. I want them to feel like they can do anything. They are the impossible and can do the impossible, if you know what I'm trying to get across with that. When I think of this piece now, I think about a woman that I met recently. She saw me when I was at this college fair looking about colleges I want to go to in the future. And she told me, like, I shouldn't be looking at the ground. I should be looking up because I am royalty. I am beautiful. And if I look up, that's how I can command the room. Like, you can command a room with just a stare and a smile. That's what power that we have. And that's what she wanted me to do. Like, she wanted me from that day on is to, like, keep my head up, not look down, and command my presence in that room. And that's what I've been trying to, like, show off in my art, is like keeping your head up and command the presence around you. You want people to look at you and see that woman is powerful. That person knows what they're doing. They know what they want in life and they know that they're gonna get it. Of course, this last part of the piece that gave me inspiration is still not feeling very represented by the media. Like, I know we have more representation now than what we did in the past, but I just feel like a caricature of myself isn't present and, like, not represented. So I just wanted people who do end up coming across it to feel like that them with their curly hair and their naturally dark skin are beautiful and powerful, that they can have a presence and they can basically, as Beyonce says, run the world. Enough about black power and all my ideologies that I like and blah 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 blah. Let's talk more about the art process. So for this piece, I wanted to use a kind of dark and rich color palette. Like, as I said before, I don't paint a lot of dark skinned people because I have trouble with mixing the colors and all that. So this time I just try to go as dark as I can without making it into a weird olive, because I still wanted it to match the dark red that I used. Also, can I say how much I love this color palette that I'm using? It's just beautiful. I think I might have to use this color scheme again one day. It's just too good. Even though later in the video I did go just a little overboard with my gold colors, but I do that all the time. Like, there's never enough. Lately, Pinterest hasn't been doing a horrible job at recommending me stuff. It actually led to the beginning process of this piece. I found this beautiful color palette and this African print that I love, and I was just like, okay, I just need to draw someone in this because it's beautiful and it needs to be like the next dress I draw. And that same African print is probably the reason this took me 3 days to make, because I was trying to match it so meticulously, getting all the little details, when in the end I could have just covered it all in gold, as you probably see me do later, and then put a black pen on top, because for some reason I was just trying to do it all watercolor. It just wasn't gonna work, so I had to do it this way. We have also reached the part of the video where my head will keep popping in and out of the frame. I'm very sorry about that. I changed the camera angle at one point in the video and my big head just kept getting in there. So I was trying to get those little pieces, and whenever I do that, like, my whole head has to go and I have to get close so I can just see those little details. So sorry about that. I really couldn't edit out those parts where my head will go in and out. and it would just look weird if I was just to cut out a whole part, which is basically me inking the piece at that point. So it will look funny and it wouldn't look good, and you just get to the end piece, you're like, how did we get here? So that's why that happened. Very sorry about that. Couldn't cut it out. It had to stay in. I was talking about earlier how I use my color erase pencils and then put watercolor on top. Like, usually I do not erase the bottom sketch at all because I like how it shines through. And this is the piece where like I instantly fell in love with it, and it had to be in every single one. Because the other ones I was doing, I was kind of testing out the waters at first. But this one was like, yep, gotta keep this in all my pieces. I cannot just get rid of this because it looks so good. And especially if you can turn at angles where you can see like my sketchy lines going outside of the finished product. It just looks so good. We have finally made to the part of the video where I'm adding my final touches and my gold embellishments, which I have a really good story about for this piece. I was just having a good old jolly time, just adding so much gold, too much gold, as some people would say, to the piece, where, as you will see later, my hand smeared across the wet golds, and it kind of ruined the piece. But later I did somewhat fix it, where instead of just trying to like start over, put white paint over it, I just decided to just make the area bigger and just like spread out more gold to it, just to kind of cover up the mistake. And in the end, at first I didn't like, because I'm like, oh, I just ruined the piece by making the gold splatter all over the place. But now it just kind of looks like it's a glowy effect, maybe. Anyway, it's just part of those little happy accidents, as Bob Ross would say. And I kind of like it now, especially when I edited the piece later. It looks good. So, happy accident really was a happy accident. And with my embellishments being done, we have made it to the end of the piece. I did cut out the part where I did edit the don't forget your crown part, because my computer just didn't want to record anything on my computer. So we're at the end of the video. We're done. Thank you guys for watching, and also in the description you can check it out. I made a website using Wix.com, obviously, and it's there. It's in a kind of testing phase, so yeah, check it out if you want to. See you guys later.